People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News. Now people, first thing that is popping in the news, this one is called Mix Up, Pasa, Drama, Missing, Murder, Threesome, Love Triangle Gone Terribly Wrong. I am speaking about a young lady. Her name is Donna-Lee Donaldson. This is her picture on the screen right here. Based on information that I've gotten, it is said that Donna-Lee has gone missing since Monday. Based on what the family said, Donna-Lee left with her boyfriend. He is a police officer. He works at Constant Spring P0L station. She usually leaves with him. He takes her away the night, brings her back the next morning. Family did not see anything wrong with that. However, when she did not show back up at home, the family became very concerned. The mother, the father, sister, brother, everybody, they noticed a whole bunch of red flags. Here is where the problem comes in. Donna-Lee Donaldson, she comes from a decent home, concerned parent, responsible. Father is overseas, he's a medical doctor in the Bahamas, based on inside information. The mother, the family start to realize some things that were wrong as it pertains to Donna-Lee Donaldson and their relationship with Mr. Noel Maitland P0L. The mother noticed that they were constantly arguing. The daughter kind of depressed sometimes. However, the daughter would keep it hush-hush. But she could see the emotions. She could hear it in her voice. She knew that something was wrong. And like all responsible mothers do, she warned the daughter, listen, I don't think that this man is the right man for you. I think that you need to get out of this relationship ASAP. And here's why the mother might say that. Based on the information, it is said that Mr. Noel Maitland, he also had an ex-girlfriend. This girlfriend also a P0L officer. Her name Shelly Ann Smith. Cathy Ann Smith. She works at Harford P0L station. It is said that he was in a relationship based on information from the family after Donna-Lee and him were in a relationship. However, Cathy Smith got pregnant. However, it seems as if since Cathy Smith came into the picture, it is a whole bunch of drama, a whole bunch of pasa, a whole bunch of threats, a whole bunch of cussing, a whole bunch of fighting. It is even said that Cathy Ann, she pulled toll upon Donna. Them fight, the P0L have to intervene, all sorts of stuff. Mr. Noel Maitland, the boyfriend of both of them, baby father of one, he lives at a place called Chelsea Apartments. Here's where the story gets more intriguing or even more terrifying. It is said that that day that Donna-Lee left, he picked her up. The family saw her left with him. No problem, a regular thing. However, when she did not show back up, they became very concerned. And they became very concerned because his response was not consistent. Something sounded a bit shaky, a bit fishy about his response. The family called him. As a matter of fact, he called the next day and asked, "Una say Donna?" So the family I say, "Why are you asking if we see or saw Donna? Donna left with you. You're the one that is responsible to make sure that she gets back home safely." When the family inquired and there was a conversation, he told them that him and Cathy had an argument, an altercation, and she was upset and she left. she left 11 p.m., 11 a.m. that Monday morning from his house after getting upset. However, during that same conversation, he said that he was even there and heard when she was speaking to her father. Remember, I told you that the father lives overseas. The father had called her and gave her some sort of tracking number for some sort of MoneyGram or Western Union. So therefore, the father called and wanted to make sure that she picked it up. However, when the father called, it was 1 p.m. Remember, the officer said that she left 11 a.m. 2 hours before that. The officer called and asked if they saw her, the family members. So therefore, there were some red flags. That was the first one. The second one, when him claims that she left 11 a.m. However, the father called 1 p.m. 2 hours later, him said him hear the conversation. Here is the thing now. Based on what the neighbors are saying, neighbors that live in Chelsea, they said that on that fateful day that the lady got missing, Donna, they saw a family friend. That family friend was actually Cathy Ann Smith. Remember, Cathy Ann Smith, Donna, and Noel, they are in a love triangle. Pregnancy, all sorts of passa and mix up. When she went there, she also went there with the next lady. So therefore, two Popo went to Chelsea at Noel's house. The people them said them hear all sorts of altercation, all sorts of shouting, all sorts of cussing, all sorts of furniture turn over, glass a broke, rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. However, people, this is the thing about Jamaica. When people hear stuff, especially when you live a life of drama and them realize that, sure, I just a neighbor that a cuss and a fight again, a regular thing. We not go bother call the Popo because the Popo probably tired of coming, or probably people just figure say, listen, me not get involved in a cockroach and cockfight. So therefore, make people handle them own thing. So anyways, after that incident happened, like me said, the girl has been missing ever since. The mother also said that Donna-Lee's birthday was probably a day or two before she was missing. Mr. Noel posted Donna-Lee's picture on his thing, and that caused a big rift. The mother and family, sister, brother say there was an argument on the phone between Donna-Lee and Cathy Ann because Cathy Ann got upset. Now people, here's the thing. If Mr. Noel and Donna in a relationship, even if him take a next woman, even if him breed a next woman, why this woman feel as if she has the rights, have the audacity, the gall to even call this lady? So therefore, there was an argument. Big argument because the man post picture of her, Noel I am speaking about, for her birthday. So the lady, the police lady, Cathy Ann, getting her feelings. So therefore she call and a cuss because it seems as if she feel as if a fair man and she have all rights to do that. So people, what this tells me is that a lot of these Popo, they don't have the temperament. They don't have the characteristics to be Popo because they are nothing more or nothing less than a skank, a skettle. And those are not supposed to be the people where we have in our armed force, the JC of Jamaica Constabulary Force. However, that is the next story for our next day. So people, may I show you all the red flags them now. Now when the family said to themselves, this man's story, Noel's story, the boyfriend's story, don't sound quite right, them contact the Popo station. The Popo them, I give them the runaround. And I am speaking about SSP Marlon Nesbitt. The family member spoke to the top SSP, and the SSP reassured them, told them that, listen, this is a high profile case, so therefore we are doing an investigation, urgent investigation. You will hear what is going on. You will be kept updated. However, the mother, the father, the brother, nobody not hear nothing ever since that. So anyways, the mother said that she and the rest of family went to the P0L station, Half 3 P0L station to be exact. And they went and make a report. When they went to make the report, this is the station that Cathy Ann also works at, Mrs. Smith, the P0L. The next side chick, or the third wheel, if you want to call it that. That is where she works. However, since Donna-Lee has been missing, this lady Carleen sick 2 days. Now people, Mr. Noel, he has been trying to get the family not to contact the P0L. As a matter of fact, the mother said one instant she got a call. Unknown person. However, the person claimed that he is the P0L. The person insisted that, listen, these 2 people, Noel and Cathy Ann, they're under investigation. So therefore, you do not need to go to Indicom. You do not need to make any sort of report. So people, you see, more than likely, Noel or either Cathy Ann was using psychs. Because based on the family, some of the information that the P0L, the unknown P0L, were giving them, only people close to the investigation would have known that. So therefore, them know say, are more than likely a Cathy or Noel or even both. So anyways, people, the mother said when she went to the P0L station, she and the rest of the family to make the report, the man called them, the man meet them there. Meaning that Noel, remember, he works at Constant Spring P0L station. However, he make sure say him go there. I guess he wanted to make sure that he heard what was going on. It is said that when they went there, Cathy Ann was also there. Cathy Ann was in the car crying and saying that, Lord Jesus Christ, my career done. My career over. Now people, why would she say something like that? Why all of a sudden, coincidentally, she calling sick 2 days after this girl missing? Some other very disturbing information on people. This is based on conversations, voice notes and stuff that I got from somebody close to it. They said that since the girl gone missing, Mr. Noel Maitland has been stalking the family on social media. Stalking their every post as it pertains to Donna-Lee Donaldson. As a matter of fact, him call the people and ask, why you post this? Why you post that? You know, you say, the case under investigation already. It seems as if una try to mash up my career. Now people, remember the same thing Cathy Ann said when she was at the P0L station. The same thing Noella said. So don't you see it very inconsistent or very fishy that these 2 people have the same sorts of response? Now people, when we consider the fact of this man's inconsistent statements or talking, the fact that him call the family after him usually pick up the girl and I ask where she there, the fact that him claim say she left 11 when him say she was talking to the father at 2 hours later lies again. And as a matter of fact, when the mother said to him, since the apartment that you live at have CCTV, closed circuit TV, surveillance camera, ask the security if them see any sorts of strange car, any sorts of strange occurrence. He told the family member, alright, may I go check. When he came back 30 minutes later, him tell them, say, the security say, it's hard for them to pick up because so much car go in and out, people. A lot of apartments have a whole lot of places, people living there. However, they can always check back, especially if those CCTV cameras are actually recording, which there is no sort of reason why they should not. So people, more than likely, he did not even went to the security and ask because him know say if them check, more than likely a film car them wouldn't say because he knows that he is the suspect, the person of interest, the KILLER. If this lady's body eventually becomes, if them find her body eventually. So people, let's check out this. This man is a pawpaw. Noel Maitland. Cathy Ann Smith is a pawpaw. Cathy Ann Smith came to the house with an ex-pawpaw. So people, 3 pawpaw. There was fights between Cathy and Donna. Cathy even draw a toll upon Donna. Remember, these people are pawpaw. So people, 3 pawpaw there, so the girl missing and nobody knows anything. And what is even worse is that neither Cathy or Noel has been locked up. None of them have been well, if they're not locked up, them can't get charged. However, the pawpaw, SSP Marlon Nesbitt, other investigators, detective, people, this is a clear case of somebody getting missing. And more than likely, she missed from Monday to the Saturday. That are 5 days. Usually it is a bad sign. Usually if you watch them detective show 48 hours, after 48 hours, it starts to look bleaker and bleaker. And people, I am not saying this for the family to lose hope. However, people, like me I say, all we can do is hope for the best and expect the worst. Because people, this don't look good. And this is a black eye for the JCF when you have at least 2 or 3 members involved in a case where somebody get missing. And they are the ones that are always fighting. They are the ones that are always have to be parting. Because people, remember, the mother said that, listen, I warned my daughter. I told her, this pawpaw is not good for her. And even the daughter said, Mommy, I chewing up because me and Cathy and always argue. And me tell Cathy say, me I go leave him. However, more than likely, Cathy was obsessed. Cathy was DICK whip. Cathy was under some sort of spell. Because people, the truth and the fact is that it is obvious that this pawpaw, Mr. Noel Maitland, he is a piece of SHIT. He is a two-timer. He has no sort of loyalty. And whenever things get bad, he is willing to take it to the worstest extent. And people, I don't know what is the reason or what is the motive why Donna is missing. However, it is between a couple of people. Either Noel know, Cathy know, Cathy had a poor friend know, or all of them are a part of a conspiracy to take away and also dispose of this lady's body. People, I will let you know when I get further information. Point blank and period.